a new era of the automobile by creating an entirely new class of vehicle known as the Extended Range Electric Vehicle, or EREV. Now the Chevrolet Volt is unlike anything else in production today because it uses battery power alone to power the wheels of this vehicle at all speeds and all times for trips up to 40 miles. Now this is different than a hybrid, ladies and gentlemen, because with a hybrid vehicle, the gasoline engine will power the wheels and then the electric motor. But you see, in the Chevrolet Volt, that electric motor is always powering the wheels of the vehicle. So what happens after that 40-mile range? Well, don't worry, you're not stranded. That's where the gas-driven generator comes into play. Now keep in mind, this gas engine is a 1.4-liter four-cylinder, but it's never powering the wheels of the vehicle. As a matter of fact, its only function within this Voltec system is to act for that generator. It creates the electricity that's needed to run the electric motor, but at the same time, it's maintaining a low energy level in that battery so that you can keep on driving for hundreds of additional miles. Not to mention, you never have to worry about being stranded by a depleted battery. Now this vehicle was originally unveiled as a concept vehicle in 2007 at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit. Now you can tell by looking at the model that it's both beautiful as well as efficient. GM engineers and design teams spent hundreds of hours in the wind tunnel with the Volt, testing and retesting to make sure that this vehicle would reach the range of 40 miles of gasoline and emissions-free electric driving. Now what they came up with was one of the most aerodynamically efficient designs in GM's history. So let's take a closer look at that design. And if you take a look in the rear of the vehicle, you'll notice sharp edges and a specially designed rear spoiler to help the air to flow off and away from the vehicle quickly. There are also specially tuned low rolling resistant tires that will help out with fuel economy as well. So how do you charge the Chevrolet Volt? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. You can see right here that you plug the vehicle in, plug it into a common 110 volt household outlet. This will take less than 8 hours to charge. If you need to charge a little bit quicker, no problem. You can also plug into a 220 volt outlet. This will charge the Volt in under 3 hours. So what's that going to do to your electric bill? Well, that's a great question also. I'm glad to tell you guys that on a national average, it costs less than 80 cents per charge. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, 80 cents. Now that's probably less than a cup of your favorite coffee. Or think of it this way, if you were to charge this vehicle on a daily basis, you would be using less electric energy annually than your home refrigerator or freezer unit. So you're not drawing a lot of amps when you're charging this vehicle. Now GM estimates that while the Volt is under battery power, it will cost 2 cents per mile to drive this vehicle, compared to a gasoline-powered vehicle at 12 cents per mile. So you're looking at an annual savings of $1,500, or about 1/6 the cost of driving a conventional gasoline-powered vehicle. But if it's not enough just to be the most efficient vehicle on the road, the Volt is also offering a spirited driving performance. It's a front-wheel drive vehicle. Your electric motor is the equivalent of 150 horse and 273 pound-feet of instantaneous electric torque. Not to mention, this vehicle can reach a top speed of 100 miles an hour. But I want you guys to take a look inside, because you're going to see that you have all the convenience features and amenities you're expecting to find within the family sedan. The first thing you would notice if you were driving this vehicle is how remarkably quiet it is in that interior cabin. Now this is due to the lack of engine noise and also special sound deadening materials inside. But take a closer look, because you'll notice plenty of advanced technologies, most of which are standard, like that 7-inch LCD touchscreen right there in the center console. Now that's standard, ladies and gentlemen. It's what we call the theater, because it has all your infotainment and climate controls right there at your fingertips. There's also another 7-inch LCD screen that's just above the steering wheel. It's a driver configurable vehicle information display. Now by driver configurable, that means you get to choose what you see on that display. So of course you'll see your speedometer, but there's a lot of other information that goes on within the Volt as well, like how much battery charge is left, or how many gallons of gas you've used to produce the electricity for that battery. The list goes on and on with the Chevrolet Volt. You'll also have Bluetooth, USB Bluetooth for music streaming, and even an available navigation system with an onboard hard drive for maps and music storage. Now the Chevrolet Volt is leading the way to a new era of the automobile. It creates an entirely new class of vehicle known as an extended range electric vehicle, and it's a shining example of how here at Chevy, we're going from gas-friendly to gas-free. Now if you guys have any questions, my name is Samantha. The Volt is slated to start production late 2010 as a 2011 model. Keep in mind, pricing is not definitive yet. It has been stated it will be priced like a family sedan here at Chevrolet. One thing that is definitive is a $7,500 tax credit with this vehicle, so keep that in mind as well, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Chevy and myself, I want to thank you for stopping by the Volt display. Have a wonderful day here at the New York Auto Show.